Hello, today we will talk about an ICU Plus proportional controlled actuator application connected to a butterfly valve. Our actuator primarily consists of two parts. The first part, which is this section, is the reducer part and is mechanical. Subsequently, this part consists of an electronic component. The electronic part consists of a screen, an LCD screen, cable connections, PC connectors, and the main body where the board is located. Later, when we move on to the actuator section, we have a manual hand separation lever, a switch group, a motor group, and a flywheel for manual control within the actuator itself. After the actuator is installed and all mechanical connections are made, it is necessary to set up the switch electrically and also perform calibrations since it will operate proportionally. The actuator is connected to the valve. It is mechanically ready. As much as possible, we recommend starting the switch settings with the valve in the middle position as shown here to prevent any damage to the valve. The switch settings are done as follows. First, our switch cover is held by 4 screws. It is opened with a 5 mm Allen wrench. When we look at this group, we can adjust the limit switch settings from this group. There is a potentiometer underneath. The actuator transmits the rotational movement information to the card located here, allowing us to provide 4 resistance outputs and control the 4 resistance MA signal we have given. At the back of this limit switch group, we also have our torque switches. Their function is to activate separately in the event of any mechanical jam in the actuator, either in the opening or closing direction. When setting the switch, as we mentioned earlier, our valve is first positioned in the middle. After that, whether manually or electrically, regardless of the starting point, the valve is opened in either the open or closed positions. Let's say that the opening position of our valve is here. The switch in the second row here is our opening switch. Green. Its counterpart is already green in the adjustment mechanism. When starting the switch adjustment, it does not matter whether the valve is in the open or closed position. We can start the switch setting either in the open or closed position. Since I am close to the bottom and can see the valve, I will start from the open setting. I am pressing the open button. If desired, it can also be operated manually. It is always beneficial to operate manually, especially for valves connected to closed pipelines. Our valve has reached the open position. Here, our second switch is the opening switch. The corresponding part of this switch is indicated in color here. We turn this counterclockwise using a screwdriver and press the switch. And we see the fully open indication on the LCD screen. After making our opening adjustment, we bring our valve to the closed position. When our valve reaches the fully closed position, we turn the front switch clockwise, as indicated by its color here, and press the switch, at which point we can see the fully closed position on the LCD screen. We need to perform calibration settings on a proportional actuator that has had the switch adjusted. To do this, we position the local limit switch in the middle. Later, the stop button also serves as our menu entry button. From here, the calibration process menu is accessed. It is confirmed again with the stop button. The first option is automatic calibration. When we press the retrigger button, our actuator will open and close once to adjust itself according to the switches we have set for 4 and 20. The actuator, with the switch settings and calibration process completed, is put into operation by closing the switch cover. Once our bolts are tightened properly, the actuator is ready for use. When we take the local position, as can be seen on the screen, we can control it from here. When we access the screen, it indicates the position of the valve as a graph. At the top, it indicates the percentage position of the valve. Similarly, just above it on the right side, it shows the instantaneous current drawn by the motor. The actuator opens if it is supposed to open and closes if it is supposed to close. It provides information based on the movement of the actuator. At the top, it shows us which mode it is in through the LCD screen. When we receive RIMOTEC, we will have controlled the actuator from the automation system. From here, we provide the desired position of the valve with a 420 MA position signal. Thank you for choosing the Focus actuator.